everybody. My name is David Alba, and today we are going to go through a tour of my life from Cuba, when I went to San Francisco, when again I went to work at Finocchio's, but especially I like to speak about my dear friends. Not all of them were dear, but the ones who I held dear to my heart from Finocchio's, who have passed away, and today I will try to talk about them, plus my own on and off stage anecdotes. And when I was a little boy, I was born in the province of Camagüey. And my mother, she was a principal and a teacher, and my father used to work in the train. So once a year, we would go for Christmas to Havana to see my wonderful friends Olga and Tony sing at a CNQ TV and a very well-known radio station called Radio Progreso, which means Progress Radio. In Cuba, we had an American embassy in Havana. So I went to the American embassy and got a permit, a student visa. I'm a little boy leaving the country only with a dictionary that said Spanish to English and English to Spanish. They didn't let you take jewelry or anything. And they were with these machine guns like this. Finally, I got on the plane and I left Cuba and I never came back. Then a year later, my parents left. That was a hit for me at Finocchio. When I sang it, sometimes people in the audience would say, "David, sing La Macarena." He would say, "Are these your friends from Mission Street who are asking you to sing La Macarena?" I said, "No, Carol, I don't know who these people are, but they know who I am because they heard me sing, and they know La Virgen La Macarena was a very famous song that Olga sang." So that's why, but Carol would tease me like that. When I went to see Olga and Tony in Miami during the 80s, at the Everglades Hotel, after the show, I brought a picture of me with Olga taken in Cuba as a little boy. I said, "Olga, this was me in Cuba in 1956. And she said to her husband, "Tony, this is the little boy that used to come from Camagüey to see us. He's here now, and he tells me he performs on the stage. He must do a show with us." Olga got to see me perform when I was in Miami, and she would say to me, "You know me more than I know myself." I say, "You know why? Because in order to impersonate you, I have to absorb everything you do, the way you move, the way you sing, the way you walk. And when you do it normally, you don't think about it, but I have to study you." So we became friendlier than ever, and eventually Olga and Tony gave me some of their so-called musical tracks from their recordings. So when I would perform at Finocchio's, I could sing their songs with their tracks.